This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
The following presentation on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is being brought to you by Hood Canal Communications, committed to providing quality services that exceed customer expectations in voice, video, data, and customer service, keeping our community connected since 1934. Mason County Public Health and Human Services Prevention Education Partners Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition. Mason PUD 3, connecting our community with safe, reliable, economical, and sustainable services 24/7. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate. When it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge. Mason County Public Utility District Number 1, Washington State's first public utility district, proudly serving the Hood Canal in Mason County since 1935. The Port of Shelton, promoting possibilities and providing economic benefit to our community. And Mason Health, united community, empowered people, exceptional health.
Well, good evening, and welcome to Terry Gregg Court in the Shelton High School Mini-Dome. Tonight, Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, continues coverage of the 2025-2026 high school basketball season with an Evergreen Conference boys matchup between the Shelton Highclimbers and the Aberdeen Bobcats. My name is Diedrich Allen, and joining me for this broadcast is
Gerald Apple.
We also have a very special guest, and I'll let him do his introduction.
My name is Hunter Ink. I am a student commentator from Shelton, and I'm here to join these guys here, and we're going to see how this game goes.
We appreciate that Hunter's just walked up and said, "Can I sit in?" And well, yeah, you betcha. Darrell White will also be helping us out with some statistics tonight. Shelton is 5-6 on the season. Highclimbers dropped their conference opener Tuesday to Black Hills 51-50. Shelton's Sam Parsons hit a three-pointer with 7 seconds left, but the Highclimbers didn't have enough time to get the ball back. Aberdeen has a 5-3 overall record. The Bobcats won their conference opener Tuesday, slipping by Centralia 56-55. Aberdeen's Isaac Garcia hit one of 2 free throws with 2.8 seconds left to seal the win. It was a desperation shot by Centralia that was way off, and that was it. Common opponents so far this season for the Climbers and Aberdeen, Rochester and Montesano. Both beat the Warriors. Shelton took 2 games from Rochester. However, the Bobcats beat the Bulldogs while the Highclimbers lost to Montesano. Since 2006, Shelton and Aberdeen have played 18 times. The Highclimbers lead the series with the Bobcats 10-8. The last 2 seasons, the teams split their 2 games. With Shelton beating Anacortes, and I have no idea why. Shelton beating Aberdeen 53-43 in their last meeting on January 27th of 2025. Coming up, we talk with Shelton coach Sam Krieger. Jerry will get you the starting lineups, and of course, we have the tip-off. It's Evergreen Conference boys basketball, the Aberdeen Bobcats and the Shelton Highclimbers on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
This Schools is sponsoring tonight's broadcast of Highclimbers basketball on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. Athletics are just a small example of what your levy dollars help support. Keep paying it forward. Vote for kids on February 10th.
What is gig speed internet? We could bore you with the technical details, or we could tell you that it's marathoning movies on your favorite streaming service with no interruptions, or having the grandkids over and not hearing a single complaint about your Wi-Fi. In other words, it's just what you needed. Switch to gig speed internet from Hood Canal Communications today and get $25 off your first 4 months. Visit hcc.net or call 360-898-2481.
Hi, I'm Amy from Cooper Studios in Shelton. I've seen firsthand how our schools shape the next generation, kids learning real skills, growing in confidence, and giving back to the community. The levy isn't a new tax. It keeps programs going that the state doesn't cover, like safety, athletics, and hands-on learning. Strong schools mean a strong community.
Election Day is February 10th, 2026. Paid for by the Citizens for Shelton Schools.
When it comes to real estate, experience matters.
For over 40 years, the Conklin team at Windermere has been helping Mason County buy and sell homes with care, dedication, and local expertise. We are Jeff, Andy, Shelby, Chrissy, and Laura, your neighbors, climber sponsors, and friends. Thinking about selling or curious what your home is worth, or maybe you're ready to find the perfect spot to call your own. Simply scan the QR code and drop us a line. We'd love the chance to connect and help make your next chapter a great one.
Nicotine in vapes can increase feelings of anxiety and depression. Though quitting isn't always easy, it's a great way to care for your mental health. When you're ready to take control of your well-being, choose the Tomorrow Health app. It's free for Washington teens and proven to work. Brought to you by Mason County Public Health and Mason County Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition.
If you're enjoying this broadcast, please give us a like on your favorite social media. Use the handle @MasonWebTV to find us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Blue Sky Social. Subscribe and follow Mason Web TV so you never miss anything. Also, thank our sponsors who are helping make this broadcast possible. They include Mason County Public Utility District Number 1, Washington State's first public utility district, proudly serving the Hood Canal in Mason County since 1935.
And we're back here in the mini dome. Diedrich, Jerry, and Hunter.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Hunter. You're going to say something?
No, I just wanted to make sure they didn't forget my name.
Oh, well, that could be easy. I forget Jerry's name all the time. All right, anyways, it was, earlier this evening, about the end of the first quarter, I had the JV game I should preface that with. I had a nice conversation with Coach Sam Krieger. Coach Krieger came up a little short last game against Black Hills by one. Your thoughts on the game?
I thought we played a good game. We played strong. We really pounded inside in the first half. I got buckets in there. We took good shots from the outside in the first half. They just didn't go in. That would have made a little bit of a difference. In the second half, that switched around, and we were able to knock down those outside shots that we were taking that we found. I thought we played strong ball. We had a little period of about, 4 or 5 possessions where we seemed to turn it over each time, and it went from like our 2-point lead to their like 4-point lead, and that kind of affected the game there. That's the areas we're looking to illuminate that I talked about last time, just not compounding those mistakes. But I thought we gave ourselves an opportunity to win, be in the game.
It looked like your guys executed, just the time ran out on you, right?
Yeah, we didn't execute the very end when we made our last shot there. We needed to get up. They actually got the ball inbounds, which I wasn't sure they were going to do. I had one more timeout. They threw it inbounds, but we didn't get up there and foul in a timely manner. I wanted to save that timeout because I knew we'd have to go the full length of the floor after free throws, but we didn't do a very good job of getting up there and foul. But that's learning.
The other thing I wanted to ask about on the last game, Billy Sylvester injured his foot or his ankle. What's the status?
He rolled his ankle a little bit. Wasn't that bad, but he won't be in today's game or tomorrow's game. Then we'll practice on Monday, see how he looks, and see if hopefully maybe it's Tuesday, or if not Thursday, I think.
Now tonight you got Aberdeen. Always a kind of a fight with these Bobcats.
Yeah, they get up and down the floor. They got confident shooters. We need to do a good job taking care of the basketball. I mean, I think that's it for us. Whether or not we're going to win, this year in league is how well do we take care of the basketball? When do we have turnovers at inopportune times? Or are we getting good shots? That's it. If we take care against the ball against Aberdeen and we pound them inside like we have the size to do, I think we'll be just fine.
Other than Billy, anybody else? Everybody's available. Everybody else on the
Yeah, everybody else is available.
All right. Well, good luck tonight.
Thank you very much.
That was Shelton coach Sam Krieger's. I push buttons. Interesting, Jerry, your thoughts. Because I didn't really talk to you about the Black Hills game on Tuesday. It was Tuesday. I can't even keep my days straight. What were your thoughts about that game? Coach kind of summed it up for us.
We out-rebounded them.
Yeah.
We got to cut down on the turnovers. We had way too many turnovers. Foul shooting was okay. Three-pointers, we're going to have to shoot a little higher percentage, hopefully 30 to 40%. That would be great. And you can't, I think they shot like 2 out of 15 in the second half. That just doesn't make it. That opens it up a lot more. I tell you what, Bennett, Hidry, is a big asset to Mason guard.
Yeah.
The two of them working together, they do well. I like that combination.
And you brought up Bennett, Henry. I want to talk about Fletcher. And he didn't get a lot of points, but they were quality points because he was moving without the basketball better than anybody on the floor. Either any time. I mean, he was right there, great
and
spot.
He's going to be the real deal.
Yeah. Oh.
You know, he's only a sophomore.
Right.
And the thing is, yeah, he is going to be. Yeah, he's already developed well.
Right.
Yeah.
He got to start there early a couple of games in the season.
He did.
Yeah. So, anyways, that's another here, there, nor there. So.
And it seems like Bennett Henry is not having any issues with that one knee.
Right. That's good.
So, that's good.
That's very good.
That is really good. I was a little worried about that.
Yeah.
But he's doing well.
Yeah. During the preseason, before we came into the basketball season, I talked to him about his knee. But he said he was feeling good enough to play. Even if he wasn't going to be playing football anymore, he knew he could play basketball, and he was very confident of that fact. And that'll be fun to watch. He's played good the games I've seen him play in. Even if he's not scoring a lot, he's been maintaining the defensive end for them, and I think that's going to come into play a lot tonight because from what I saw in the JV game, from what I was able to see, was Aberdeen focused a lot on pacing and spacing. And even if they weren't able to get that spacing, they were just playing as fast as they could. And I think if we can stay defensive throughout this game, the defense will make the world of difference here.
And cut the turnovers down.
Yeah, that's
We
got to
can get it down to about 12, 15. That's perfect. Not perfect, but that's good. And
well, perfect would be 0.
I know. I knew you were going to.
I don't know if any team has ever had 0 turnovers in a game, not even in the pros. But I can't remember any game that I've called. But what do I know?
And you know how I like to have good foul shooting.
Oh yeah.
In the one game, I think it was the girls, I'm not sure, they made 11 out of 12. And I'm trying to think of which team did that.
It was actually the North Mason boys.
Yes.
Yeah, with 11 for 12.
I was just amazed by that.
With Shelton and Tuesday night, they only went to the free throw line twice, and they were 3 for 4.
Yes.
Which is not a bad percentage, but you got to get to the free throw line. I think that refereeing crew didn't want to blow the whistle too much.
And Jeremy Myers was the one that went
that's
to the
right.
line.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we got to take another quick timeout. We got got starters to get to. We'll be right back. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
This time of year, we get some of our coldest temperatures, and unfortunately, that also means some of our highest electric bills. Beauty 3 is here to help with bill assistance programs and tips on saving energy. The colder it is outside, the harder your system works to warm your home. Keep the warm air inside by sealing air leaks with caulking or weather stripping and covering windows with heavy curtains. Get more energy-saving ideas at pud3.org/tips.
If you're enjoying this broadcast, please give us a like on your favorite social media. Use the handle @MasonWebTV to find us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Blue Sky Social. Subscribe and follow Mason Web TV so you never miss anything. Also, thank our sponsors who are helping make this broadcast possible. They include Mason Health, United Community, Empowered People, Exceptional Health. We are taking our best shot to end hunger in our community. This basketball season, Mason Web TV, powered by HCC and Hood Canal Communications, are partnering to raise funds to help families keep their pantries stocked. For every free throw and three-pointer made during this game, Mason Web TV and Hood Canal Communications will donate funds to an area food bank. Those funds will then be leveraged into bulk purchases at wholesale prices for more nutritious, high-demand items. So join us as we shoot to end hunger by donating to one of the following food banks. Citizens for Shelton Schools is sponsoring tonight's broadcast of Highclimbers basketball on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. Athletics are just a small example of what your levy dollars help support. Keep paying it forward. Vote for kids on February 10th.
And we're back here in the Mini Dome. Time to get out those starters. Jerry, are you ready?
I am ready, Diedrich. Thank
Go
you.
ahead.
First, for the Aberdeen Bobcats, under Coach Brandon Brooks. At one forward, number 1, a 6-foot senior, Isaac Garcia. At the other forward, a 6-foot senior, number 2, Riker Scott. At one guard, a 5'8" senior, number 3, Santo Santo Rea. At center, number 12, a 6'1" senior, Gabe Matthews. And rounding out the starting lineup for the Bobcats, a 5'11" senior, number 23, Jacob Quezada. That is your starters for the Bobcats. And now the starters for the Shelton Highclimbers under coach Sam Krieger. At one guard, a 5'10" senior, number 1, Jeremy Myers. At one forward, a senior, number 6, a 6'2" forward, number 2, Sam Parsons. Next, we have a 6'1" senior, a guard, number 4, Braden Phipps. At center, a 6'4" senior, number 21, Mason Guard. And rounding out the lineup for the home team, the Highclimbers, a 6'2" senior, a forward, number 30, Bennett Henry.
All right, thank you, Jerry. You got anything?
Well, I think tonight focusing on getting to the basket is going to be a huge difference maker offensively here. Bennett, as you spoke about earlier, Bennett and Mason do make a really good duo getting to that basket. And I think free throws are also going to be huge here because in the past, Mason Guard has been fouled a lot, and he's been forced to the line, and his percentages have not been perfect. But I think if he can knock him down tonight, that'll be a huge point differential just given straight to us.
That's a good point. One of the things I want to say is I'd like to see Jeremy Myers start that offense a little bit closer to the hoop, maybe at the top of the key. I think that would be a big, big help to them. They seem to be out too far on their offense. If you move it in a little bit, I think that'll help.
Well, it might have been by design against Black Hills because Coach Krieger wanted to slow the pace down, keep the pace. He didn't want to run with Black Hills.
Right.
He wanted to be a more methodical control game, and that might have been, let's start way outside. It might have been. I don't know. I didn't ask him about that.
That's a good point, Diedrich.
Well, we better get to the tip-off, which is coming up next, as we're going to do the national anthem, and we'll be right back. It's Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
I'm Garrett Baldwin. I coach football here in Shelton. Our levy helps fund the after-school programs and activities that keep kids engaged, confident, and part of a team. When you see that pride on their faces, you know it matters. Supporting our schools supports our kids.
Election Day is February 10th, 2026, paid for by the Citizens for Shelton Schools.
What is fiber internet? We could bore you with the technical details, or we could tell you it's just internet. Internet that can do whatever you need. Crystal clear video chats with the family, smooth streaming of your favorite shows, uploading a ton of vacation photos in an instant. Even all of the above, all at once. Switch to fiber internet from Hood Canal Communications today and get $25 off your first 4 months of gig speed service. Visit hcc.net or call 360-898-2481.
When the time comes for the assistance of real estate professionals, look to the team that has been consistently helping people buy and sell real estate for over 40 years in Mason County. Jeff, Andy, Chrissy, Shelby, and Laura from the Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate take great pride in our area and are proud sponsors of our community. If you are interested to know what your property might be worth or want to find just the right spot, scan that QR code and drop us a line. We'd be honored to help.
I'm Aubrey Cardoza, a volleyball coach here in Shelton. Our levy helps fund the after-school programs and activities that keep kids engaged, confident, and a part of a team. When you see the pride on their faces, you know it matters. Supporting our schools supports our kids.
Election Day is February 10th, 2026, paid for by the Citizens for Shelton Schools.
Neighbors help each other. It's how community works, and it's how we do business at Hood Canal Communications. We know you count on us for value-priced internet, TV, and phone service, backed by friendly local support. Your hard-earned dollars stay right here as we invest in our community, our people, and smart technology. Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected while being a good neighbor.
Citizens for Shelton Schools is sponsoring tonight's broadcast of Highclimbers basketball on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. Athletics are just a small example of what your levy dollars help support. Keep paying it forward. Vote for kids on February 10th.
And we're back here in the mini dome. Gentlemen, go ahead.
Well, I want to add something. Sam Parsons and Braden Phipps both have nice-looking shots.
Oh, yeah.
They do. They are good. I think tonight, one of them at least, is going to get pretty hot on the three-pointers, and that will definitely help the Highclimbers. But both of them, you watch their form. Sam Parsons, boy, what a beautiful shot he has. And taking nothing away from Braden Phipps.
Nope, not at all. Hunter?
They both do have really good shot forms. I think if they can get more creative with how they're shooting, though, if they can figure out a way to give themselves more space, it's going to go in. They need to focus more on putting the space between them and their guard.
That's a good point. Thank you.
Well, the starters are being announced here in the mini dome. Isaac Garcia, Riker Scott, Zonto Rea, Gabe Matthews, and Jacob Pizzata are the starters for the Bobcats. Jeremy Myers, Sam Parsons, Braden Phipps, Mason Guard, and Bennett Henry, the starting five for the guys in white.
The other player that I want to mention on the starting lineup for the Highclimbers is Jeremy Myers. He has put so much work into being a good player.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of effort. I mean, since I watched him as a freshman, and he said tonight, yeah, I'm going to try to be a little more assertive, and maybe take a couple more three-pointers. We'll see what happens.
Well, the thing is,
he does a lot of. One thing I forgot, he got 8 assists in that last game.
Right. But what I was going to say is that any shots that he takes are in the flow of the game. He doesn't force it. Yeah. If it's an open three, he's going to take it. If there's a pass, there's a guy down low, and there's somebody in his face, he's going to pass it off. That's what he does.
And I forgot to mention Jeremy on the assists. I did not read that off and recognize him at the end of the game, and I should have. But he did have 8 assists. So that's pretty good.
Well, we're about ready to get this thing underway. The Bobcats, they're wearing their black uniforms, gold stripes, blue numbers, and letters. Highclimbers in the all white with red numbers. It'll be Matthews against Phipps in center court. Get this thing underway. This this refereeing crew does not look familiar to me. I haven't seen them. Highclimbers win the tap, or the tip.
I've seen one of them. Okay. I know one of them pretty well.
Here is Jeremy Myers. Double screen. He'll dribble over, swing it to the corner, lob it down to Mason Guard.
Mason Guard's been locked out.
Triple teamed, and he hands off to Jeremy Myers, and he missed the shot. Here come the Bobcats up the other way, running quickly. Here's a three.
And it goes in.
Oh, boy. Who was that? Was that three or? That was 3 by 3. That was Rea with 3. Here's Phipps with the ball in the front court. Finds Mason Guard. Working on the near side. Looking for Bennett Henry. They'll hand it off to Myers. Myers fakes the 3, dribbles to the side of the paint, spins back, and hands it off to Bennett Henry. 9 on the shot clock.
They need to be able to find an open shot here.
Here's Parsons. Parsons to the foul line. He's got to throw something up, and they're going to get a shot clock violation. And it's 3-0 Aberdeen. 1:02 gone in the first quarter.
Not the perfect way to start the game, but there's definitely some potential here for Shelton to turn this around very quickly.
Garcia with the ball at the top on the dribble. Drives in, a little runner in the paint. Rattled off. Rebound pulled down by Bennett Henry. And, oh boy, Jeremy Myers almost lost the handle there. He's going to speed up the court, push it up to Mason Guard. Guard a couple of dribbles, spins in the paint, up fakes, once off the glass, missed it. And the rebound pulled down by, that's Kuzada. Coming the other way. They'll step back. Went over the bad camera work. Here's Garcia with the ball. Dribbled it off his leg. Going to go baseline on Phipps. Trying to make something happen, kick it out to the top, and Rea. Well, actually, this is going to be Scott. Ryder Scott with the ball. Back over to Garcia. Hands it back off. Here's a 3 by Kuzada. Rounding out. Rebound. Henry had it. Parsons picks it up. And here come the Highclimbers. 3-0, 6 minutes to go, first quarter. Here's Jeremy Myers in backcourt. Mason Guard with the ball now. He's going to drive baseline. Stop. What power does Mason have? Puts up, missed it, got his own rebound in traffic, up fakes. He's got 4 guys around him. Kick it out to Parsons. Parsons dribbles to the side of the paint, puts it up in the middle off the glass. No. Rebound pulled down by Scott.
Not the perfect way to start off the night with shooting, but there's...
Whoa! Quezada hit the jumper and got fouled. And went on Bennett Henry, the personal did. That does send Quezada to the free throw line. First trip to the free throw line tonight for either team. It's a 5-0 ball game. Make it 6.
Goes 1 for 1.
Phipps gets it into Parsons in backcourt. Taking his time, finds Guard near midcourt. And he'll get it to Myers. Myers across midcourt. Beat the 10-second count. Call out the play on the far sideline. Hand it off to Phipps. Up top it goes to Parsons. Wide open for 3. Way outside. It goes in.
Beautiful shot there. Definitely a great way for them to get this ball rolling.
Here's Garcia on the far sideline. Dribbles up top. Gets a screen. Keeps the dribble. Goes right down to the box. Puts it off the glass. Missed it. Rebound. Parsons had it. Lost it. Garcia gets the ball back. Puts it up and in. It's an 8-3 ball game. Under 5 minutes to go here. First quarter.
Number 1 and number 3 are really starting this game off hot here. Really trying to get their offense moving.
Here's Parsons. Took an extra step there. 8-3 is our score. Aberdeen with the lead in the ball. 4:42 to go, first quarter. Here comes Garcia. Top of the key with the dribble. Trying to get by Bennett Henry. Steps back to the foul line. Goes up into his body. Doesn't get the whistle. Pulls the ball out of bounds. It'll be Highclimber ball. Bobcats going full court press. Parsons gets it into Phipps. Double teamed. The sidelines to Parsons to Guard at midcourt.
Good passes here, bringing it up smoothly.
And finds Phipps. Phipps had it stolen away. Quezada with the ball. He'll go right to the paint, put it up over Guard and hit it. As far as Quezada, isn't it?
Aberdeen is really focused on getting to the paint and using floaters here to get over the bigger opponents. They've definitely figured out the size of disadvantage they have.
Here's Guard at the top of the key. Going to spin into the paint. Big jump stop. Missed the shot, drew the foul. Mason Guard to the free throw line. First team foul on Aberdeen. Cade Matthews picked up the personal foul. Sends Mason Guard to the free throw line. 10-3. And Guard missed the first free throw. Second free throw off the back of the iron. Matthews tracks down the rebound. Here comes Garcia. Going to go coast to coast and lay it off the glass and in. Isaac Garcia with 4 points. And a quick 30-second timeout by Coach Krieger. 3:48 to go in the first quarter. Hey, tonight's game is just a small sample of what school levies pay for. Keep paying it forward by voting for kids. Vote yes on February 10th. So activities like this can continue, paid for by the citizens for Shelton Schools. Hunter, your thoughts on the first half of the first quarter?
It's been a rough defensive start here. They've figured out that they don't have the size advantage, but they figured out they have the speed advantage and have been just putting that to work against Bennett and Mason Guard. And Phipps especially has not had the hold on his man. He's been able to go straight to the basket each time. I think if they can step it up a little bit, that'll change this a lot.
Highclimbers had the ball coming out of the timeout. Phipps has it in backcourt. Guarded by Garcia. And it's almost stolen by Garcia, and he does pick it up, puts it off the glass and in. 6 points for Isaac, and it's a 14-3 lead, 11-point lead for the Bobcats. 3.5 minutes to go, first quarter. Here's Jeremy Myers giving across midcourt with the help of a screen. Kick it in the corner. Here's Parsons. Stops side of the paint, lobs it down to Guard under the basket, puts it up and in.
Give the assist to Parsons.
Good job by Mason here. He's definitely using his body more. You can tell that was one of the plays that Coach Krieger definitely called for in that timeout.
Wide open under the bucket, laying it off the glass and in. It's going to be Ryder Scott. 16-5, under 3 minutes to go, first quarter. Here's Jeremy Myers. Good three-point arc, kick it in the corner. Sam Parsons up top. Bennett Henry. He's going to skip over to the far side, hand it off to Phipps. Phipps fakes the three, drives to the foul line and steps back. Finds Guard with 10 on the shot clock. Here's Parsons. Parsons to the foul line. Stops, lays it down to Guard. Out it goes to Phipps for three in the far corner. Got it.
Goes in.
Nice job of moving that ball around the hoop.
Yeah. Here's Garcia. I'm sorry. Garcia driving to the side of the paint, opposite side. Hit a jumper. Boy, oh boy. He's got 8 points in the quarter. It's 18-10. Or 18 to 8. Excuse me. 10-point lead. Here is Phipps breaking the press with the dribble.
And good job on the Shelton boys making sure that they're using the transition passes to their advantage there.
Nice drive by Jeremy Myers. Couldn't finish. Rebound goes to Scott, up to Garcia. Garcia challenging Bennett Henry off the glass and in. Boy, oh boy, 10 points for him in the quarter. And it's 20 to 8, 12-point lead.
He's only missed one shot.
Yeah, they need to take him out of his rhythm as soon as possible.
Guard with the ball now. And hand it off to Parsons. He'll step around the screen, go right into the paint, put it up, drew the foul. Sam Parsons to the free throw line. 1:38 to go, first quarter. Aberdeen 20, Shelton 8. Second team foul. They put the foul on Gabe Matthews, his second. Parsons' first free throw off the side of the iron.
Usually Sam's a pretty good free throw shooter, so I'm sure this second shot would be a good one.
4 Highclimbers come into the ball game. I thought it was 4, it was only 3. Looked like 4. You've got Fletcher Henry, Trevor Gott, Sharky French. Here's the second one, as predicted. It's also a substitution for Aberdeen as Justin Howard stepped onto the court. He has the ball. Bounce it to Scott. Scott to the foul line again. Kick it to, tried to get it to Kuzada out of bounds.
That's only the first turnover for the Bobcats. First turnover.
It looks like Shelton figured out that they need to force that perimeter defense more than the paint defense because they've just been able to drive too easily. And it's not they haven't been able to stop the drives, they've been able to just keep them out of it.
Sam Parsons gets the ball, tried to lace a pass down to Fletcher Henry, and that should be a travel, and they're going to call a timeout. Are the Bobcats. It's the 30. We'll keep it right here. Hey, this basketball season, Mason Web TV, powered by HCC and Hood Canal Communications, are partnering to raise funds to help families keep their pantries stocked for every free throw and three-pointer made during this game. Mason Web TV will, and Hood Canal Communications will donate funds to an area food bank. Our first broadcast, our first 4 broadcasts, netted $125 for Saints Pantry. After the last 4 broadcasts, we sent $167 to the North Mason Food Bank. Funds raised during tonight's game will go to the Saints Pantry. Kind of keep mixing it up here, but we'll go back to the Saints Pantry. At the end of the game, we'll give you a running total, or we'll give you the total at the end of the game.
That was the second time out for the Highclimbers.
Now it's the first time out by Aberdeen, guys.
Yeah,
Sorry.
and first time out, Aberdeen has won. Yeah.
Here is Garcia with the ball to the foul line and trying to find a little seam and puts it up short. Rebound popped out, and Guard comes up with it, and he'll get it to Sharky French. Sharky trying to use his speed, and they'll get a foul on Isaac Garcia. 55.7 seconds to go here, first quarter. Aberdeen at 20, Shelton 9.
Getting that blocking foul called will be huge for them. I'm sure that they'll be trying to use that now that they know it'll work.
Here's Sharky French in the backcourt. Calling out the play. Trying to get by Kuzada into the corner to Sam Parsons. Parsons fakes outside, goes baseline, hooks it to Fletcher Henry. He up fakes, gets it up to the top, and here is Sharky. Going to spin at the foul line, leave it for Guard. Guard will fake outside, go middle. Hand it to Parsons. Parsons take a three. Way outside. Nothing but net. Sam with his second three in the quarter is 7 points.
Looks like Sam and Phipps have both found their rhythm on the outside the ring there.
And around the horn it goes to Kuzada. Kuzada steps around to the top. He'll take a three to answer. Short rebound. Aberdeen under the basket, and that was Scott. And a foul called. So able to go on a high climber.
Yeah, Mason Guard fell into that reach just a little bit too far and ended up getting the foul called on him, but I'm sure that he'll figure that out, try and readjust that for next time.
And that was his first baseline inbounds for the Bobcats. Scott will trigger the play. It's Kuzada. Kuzada fakes the three, steps to the baseline, puts one up and in over Guard. Wow.
They've had a lot of hard contested shots here, and the shots have just stayed pure each time. They know their forms, and they know that they can force it. And Shelton needs to knock that down. They need to get that.
We're through one quarter. Sorry to cut you off. 22-12. That's our score. Aberdeen on top. We'll be right back. It's Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
This time of year, we get some of our coldest temperatures, and unfortunately, that also means some of our highest electric bills. Beauty 3 is here to help with bill assistance programs and tips on saving energy. The colder it is outside, the harder your system works to warm your home. Keep the warm air inside by sealing air leaks with caulking or weather stripping and covering windows with heavy curtains. Get more energy-saving ideas at pud3.org/tips.
Citizens for Shelton Schools is sponsoring tonight's broadcast of Highclimbers basketball on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. Athletics are just a small example of what your levy dollars help support. Keep paying it forward. Vote for kids on February 10th.
Waiting for the start of the second quarter. Aberdeen 22, Shelton 12.
Looked like Coach Sam over there was calling some more plays. He was calling for more defensive plays focused around Izada there, number one. They know that they need to stop him from cutting it. He's been their primary ball handler so far, and he's been good with the passes and good with the scoring.
Now here's Howard driving to the foul line, puts up a running hook that goes in. Oh, everything's dropping for Aberdeen right now. And they're up 24-12. So Sharkey French with the ball in the backcourt, working with both Fletcher's, Phipps and Trevor Gott. Sharkey breaks the press, finds Fletcher Henry with a little fadeaway under the bucket, missed it. Garcia with a rebound. He's going to kick it up the court. I thought he was going to get it in the corner, and he's going to palm the ball on the turnover. I'm thinking that's also another focus from the referees. Traveling and palming, which I see a lot of that doesn't get called. How do you change direction without palming the ball? I don't know. Trevor Gott with the ball on the far sidelines, back court. He's going to go one-on-one to Rhea, and it's going to be a foul on Rhea. It's his first.
The Aberdeen Bobcats are shooting 9 out of 12 from the field inside the three-point arc, 75%.
That is a very pure shooting percentage there. They know that they're hot right now, and they just don't care about the defense.
Here comes Sharkey French over to Fletcher Henry. Fletcher's trying to find some space, hands it off to Gott. Trevor dribbles to the foul line, finds Bennett Henry. He'll hand it off to Phipps. Phipps drives into the paint, big jump stop, kick it out to Gott, over to Fletcher Henry. Trying to get around, 5 on the shot clock. Fletcher has to force up a shot. Fell off, rebound goes in the hands of Luke Martin, who checked in. Ball gets poked free as Fletcher Henry tried to go after it out of bounds. Should probably set the lineups here. You've got Rhea, Garcia, Kuzada, Martin, and Howard on the court for Aberdeen with the ball. There's Howard with the ball, hands it off to Kuzada, try to get it back to him. And Garcia tracked it down. Here's a nice drive by Garcia, put it up short, but he drew a foul.
And I've noticed that they've switched defenders there. They switched Trevor Gott onto number 1. I think that he's been able to keep up with him a lot better than the other defenders have been. I think it's because Trevor has a more fast play style that's more meant for the defensive end here, and it's showing.
Well, Trevor's also one of the better defenders, so put your better guy on the guy who's hot. That's what you do. As Isaac missed the first free throw, he'll get another one. 6:26 to go in the first half. Aberdeen 24, Shelton 12. Garcia has another free throw. Missed it. Rebound goes to Fletcher Henry. And here comes Sharky French.
Seems like number one's lost a bit of his heat there.
Oh, and a steal by Justin Howard. Gets it up to Rhea. Looks like I better put the ball camera on it. He missed the layup, and Phipps comes up with a rebound and ripped away by Rhea. Gets it to the cutter. Was it Justin Howard or was it Luke Martin? I think it was Luke Martin drew the foul. It was Martin. I think the foul's going to go on Fletcher Henry.
I didn't expect him to get a shooting foul there. It didn't look like he went up with the ball high enough for that.
Well, I guess I'll give it to Phipps. First free throw by Luke Martin goes in. And that was Braden Phipps' first personal foul. Second team foul in the quarter. 6:07 to go in the second. 25-12 now. 26. And Dylan Carroll steps onto the court for the Bobcats, number 15. Trevor Gott will get it into Sam Parsons in back court. He's going to lob it to midcourt and overthrows his intended target.
To break that press, we've got to break to that center line right there in the middle and get that pass.
Yeah.
That's the key to breaking that press.
Jeremy Myers checks in, a dead ball. Places Sharky French. Here comes Rhea with the ball. Over to Scott, working beyond the three-point arc. Hand it off to Rhea. And a cutter. And that is Carroll. He ends up traveling.
And that's only the second turnover for the Bobcats. Highclimbers have 6 turnovers.
Here's Jeremy Myers in backcourt.
They really need to focus on calling those wolf plays there. That's why they're getting so many turnovers already.
Ball gets back to Jeremy Myers over to Trevor Gott. Gott will look for Fletcher Henry up top to Bennett Henry. And Bennett will dribble, looking for Sam Parsons. He'll hand it off to Parsons. He'll shoot. You know he will. In and out. Rebound pulled down by Carroll. Far sideline, it is, well, now it's going to be Scott. And he'll get it to center court. And here is Garcia with the ball. Back to Scott, near side now. That's Howard. Justin Howard. And a whistle away from the ball.
Ends up getting the carry. Number 11 accidentally picked it up and then stepped forward.
Actually, they called a foul on Riker Scott, his first. I thought that little offensive motion by the referee.
Okay.
So subtle over on the far sideline. Here is Jeremy Myers, center of the court. Going one-on-one with Rhea. Swing it up top. Fletcher Henry looking for Mason Guard. Hand it off to Parsons. Sam will fake outside, go to the middle, leave it for Guard. Mason backing down, had the ball poked away, ball's free. Gott comes flying to the ball and a jump ball called. That'll stay with the Highclimbers. 6 on the shot clock, 4:31 to go in the quarter. So it'll be baseline inbounds for the Highclimbers. Gott will trigger the play.
Looks like the Aberdeen coach is calling for time stop plays here just to make sure they draw the shot clock out.
Well, that and the fact they're picking up some moisture, drying up some moisture on the floor where everybody was scrambling. Very important to have good footing. Here is the baseline inbounds for Gott. He'll bounce it into Guard. A little low for Guard to handle. He'll turn and shoot a long one, missed it. And that shot clock will run out of bounds actually as well. And the Highclimbers will turn the ball over. Here comes Braden Phipps replacing Trevor Gott. So the Highclimber lineup is Myers, Phipps, Parsons, guard, and Fletcher Henry. And 3 up off the Bobcat bench. See where we can work this out here. As Ethan Kanabi. Is that right, Jerry? Kanabi, number 4?
Kanabi.
Kanabi checked in, along with Cusada. And here is Justin Howard with the dribble to the inside of the paint. He'll leave it down to the baseline, and out it goes. Rhea for 3. Off, rebound goes to Fletcher Henry. Here comes Jeremy Myers. Leave it in the corner for Braden Phipps. Phipps will dribble out. Get it back to Myers in that far corner. Myers is going to go baseline, lob it across the key to Parsons. Parsons puts it on the floor, spins at the side of the paint, off the glass, and in. Sam with 9 points.
Sam's really been the key to this offense so far. They've been looking for him on almost every possession here.
Howard drives to the hoop, came up off the mark, and Henry with the rebound. Myers pushes it up to Parsons. Parsons couldn't quite catch that ball. And it get the ball right back to Aberdeen. 3:34 to go in the first half, second quarter. Aberdeen 26, Shelton 14.
Yeah, Parsons has 9 of the 14 points for Shelton.
Here's Ray with the ball for Aberdeen at the top, asking for a screen, and he'll stop on the dribble. Get it over to Jaden Gladson. Here's a Cusada to Howard, over to Ray into the far corner, and Kanabi, and the cutter is moves the handle, get the ball back, put it off the glass, miss it, and comes down. Mason Guard came down with the ball. Up it goes to Phipps. It was Kanabi with that shot, by the way. Phipps over to Parsons. Parsons down to Fletcher Henry, and a foul on the floor, I believe.
One thing I've noticed so far is that on Shelton, there's a lot of hesitation to go to the basket. They've been stopping for passes, but the passes just are not working out in some cases, and I think that if they were a little bit less hesitant, just drove a bit more, they would be farther along in the points than they are right now.
Baseline inbounds goes to Fletcher Henry, now out to, well, to Phipps and down to Guard to lay it up and in.
Like that right there, that is a prime example. Not prime. He didn't have to drive very far.
Oh, and Phipps almost had a steal, but they're going to say the ball went off of Howard out of bounds, and they'll change it up to a Highclimber ball.
It's a good call there. Phipps last second threw the ball down, and that was the difference maker on that foul call there.
It got out of the way quickly, too.
Yeah.
Phipps has the ball in the inbounds. Here's Jeremy Myers now. 2.5 minutes to go in the second quarter. 26-16 is our score. Here's Mason Guard. Hands it off to Parsons. He'll fake the 3 drive into the paint. Stop, put a little double pumper up, miss it. Got his own rebound, kick it out to Phipps. Phipps for 3. It got stuck. Oh, boy. I think he could get something for that, like a point or something.
A for effort.
A for effort. There we go. And the ball will go over to the Bobcats. 2:16 to go. 10-point Aberdeen lead. Here comes Garcia back in the ball game. Skips to the 3-point arc. Going to turn on the Jets, drive the baseline. Lace a pass over there to Matthews, and hit it.
Soft touch with that midi right there. That was definitely keeping that shot.
That was Gabe Matthews' first points of the game. Here's Mason Guard with the ball. Draws a crowd, doesn't it? With Fletcher Henry now up top. Hand it off to Parsons. Parsons looking for Fletcher. Draws a crowd, finds Mason Guard, lost the handle, ball poked out, and Jeremy Myers comes up with it. 5 on the shot clock. Jeremy goes to work, drives in, leaves it for Guard, off the glass, missed it. Foul called.
Nice pass by Jeremy Myers into Mason.
Yeah, Jeremy's really stepped up his game this season with the assists and passing plays. Last season, I remember him being more on the offensive end, shooting more than he was passing, and this season they've changed that a lot, and his assist game has gone up in an absorbent amount.
First free throw by Guard, rattles in. Personal foul went on Isaac Garcia. I have 2 on him.
Mason Guard is now 1 for 3 on free throws. Solid gains here.
Next free throw by Guard.
Hey, nice shot.
6 points, and here comes Garcia right back to the three-point arc. Minute 25 to go in the half. Here's Rhea between the circles. High post feed. That goes to Scott. Trying to get Rhea free, and he gets free and takes a three. Myers will track it down. And here he comes on the run the other way. Finds Parsons at the far sideline. Back to Myers, stolen by Cusada. Cusada one-on-one with Myers. He'll go to the hoop, lay it off the glass and in. Cusada with 9 points. And it's a 30-18 ball game. Under a minute to go here in the half. Jeremy Myers with the ball. Over goes to Sam Parsons. Dribble, penetrate, and kick it back to Myers. He'll try baseline, spin, and lay it off the glass and in. Jeremy Myers with his first points. And it's a 10-point cushion for the Bobcats. Cusada with it in front point.
That's his first basket of the night?
Well, that doesn't really tell the whole story there because he's been...
A steal, sorry guys, a steal under the basket by Mason Guard. And he finds Jeremy Myers. Ooh. Throws it up the sidelines to Parsons. Parsons finds Guard. Guard with a full head of steam, lost the handle of the ball. Ball's free, and there's a scramble for it. Scott and Guard will tie up. That's a jump ball. Stays with the Highclimbers. 10 seconds to go in the half. 30-20.
Can you imagine getting hit like that by
Mason
an
Guard?
all-league
Mason Guard?
defensive and offensive lineman?
It's like a wall falling on you. No. We have a timeout on the floor here. 10 seconds, 10.2 seconds to go in the half. Aberdeen 30, Shelton 20. I didn't see if it's a full or a half.
Yep.
The full timeout. We'll step aside. It's Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. Citizens for Shelton Schools is sponsoring tonight's broadcast of Highclimbers basketball on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. Athletics are just a small example of what your levy dollars help support. Keep paying it forward. Vote for kids on February 10th.
When it comes to real estate, experience matters. For over 40 years, the Conklin team at Windermere has been helping Mason County buy and sell homes with care, dedication, and local expertise. We are Jeff, Andy, Shelby, Chrissy, and Laura, your neighbors, climber sponsors, and friends. Thinking about selling or curious what your home is worth, or maybe you're ready to find the perfect spot to call your own. Simply scan the QR code and drop us a line. We'd love the chance to connect and help make your next chapter a great one.
10 seconds, 10.2 seconds remaining here in the first half. Aberdeen 30, Shelton 20. The Highclimbers have the ball baseline inbounds. Myers will trigger the play right of the backboard. Inbounds goes to Fletcher Henry off the glass and in. It's his first basket. And here is Garcia trying to speed up the other way to launch a last second shot. He does, and he missed it. And that's a half. Aberdeen 30, Shelton 22. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
What is gig speed internet? We could bore you with the technical details, or we could tell you that it's marathoning movies on your favorite streaming service with no interruptions, or having the grandkids over and not hearing a single complaint about your Wi-Fi. In other words, it's just what you needed. Switch to gig speed internet from Hood Canal Communications today and get $25 off your first 4 months. Visit hcc.net or call 360-898-2481.
When life gets stressful, reaching for a vape might seem like a quick fix, but vaping can actually make feelings of anxiety and depression worse each time you vape. Nicotine tricks your brain into feeling rewarded, and the more you vape, the more nicotine receptors your brain creates. Over time, your body needs more and more nicotine to feel good, and when you can't get enough, you can experience withdrawal symptoms like anxiety, mood swings, and depression. Learn more at chooseuwa.org. Brought to you by Mason County Public Health and Mason County Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition.
Hi, I'm Bruce Kipper, the principal at Shelton High School. Our levy helps fund the after-school programs and activities that keep kids engaged, confident, and part of a team. I also know how important safe, supported schools are for our kids and our families. Supporting our schools supports our kids.
Election Day is February 10th, 2026, paid for by the Citizens for Shelton Schools.
If you're enjoying this broadcast, please give us a like on your favorite social media. Use the handle @MasonWebTV to find us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Blue Sky Social. Subscribe and follow Mason Web TV so you never miss anything. Also, thank our sponsors who are helping make this broadcast possible. They include the Port of Shelton, promoting possibilities and providing economic benefit to our community. This presentation on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is being brought to you by Hood Canal Communications, committed to providing quality services that exceed customer expectations in voice, video, data, and customer service, keeping our community connected since 1934. Mason County Public Health and Human Services Prevention Education Partners Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition. Mason PUD 3, connecting our community with safe, reliable, economical, and sustainable services 24/7. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate. When it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge. Mason County Public Utility District Number 1, Washington State's first public utility district, proudly serving the Hood Canal in Mason County since 1935. The Port of Shelton, promoting possibilities and providing economic benefit to our community. And Mason Health, united community, empowered people, exceptional health.
And we're back here in the Mini Dome. Halftime score, Aberdeen 30, Shelton 22. The Bobcats being led by Isaac Garcia. 10 points, all in the first quarter. 9 for Jacob Cusada. 6 for Zanto Rea. 2 points for Riker Scott. 2 points for Justin Howard. 2 points for Gabe Matthews. And 2 free throws for Luke Martin. For the Highclimbers, leading the way there is the Sam Parsons. He has 9 points. 6 for Mason Guard. A 3 for Braden Phipps. A basket for Fletcher Henry. And a basket for Jeremy Myers. That's where we stand here. Take another quick timeout. Be right back. Jerry will have some more statistics for you. Again, the halftime score. Aberdeen 30, Shelton 22. We'll be right back. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Citizens for Shelton Schools is sponsoring tonight's broadcast of Highclimbers basketball on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. Athletics are just a small example of what your levy dollars help support. Keep paying it forward. Vote for kids on February 10th.
When the time comes for the assistance of real estate professionals, look to the team that has been consistently helping people buy and sell real estate for over 40 years in Mason County. Jeff, Andy, Chrissy, Shelby, and Laura from the Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate take great pride in our area and are proud sponsors of our community. If you are interested to know what your property might be worth or want to find just the right spot, scan that QR code and drop us a line. We'd be honored to help.
What is fiber internet? We could bore you with the technical details, or we could tell you it's just internet. Internet that can do whatever you need. Crystal clear video chats with the family, smooth streaming of your favorite shows, uploading a ton of vacation photos in an instant. Even all of the above, all at once. Switch to fiber internet from Hood Canal Communications today and get $25 off your first 4 months of gig speed service. Visit hcc.net or call 360-898-2481.
At the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, we see champions everywhere we look. In every sport, on every court, we're building a foundation to ensure all athletes are safe, supported, and strengthened. At the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, ending abuse is not just our job. It's our promise.
And we're back here in the Mini Dome, halftime, Aberdeen 30, Shelton 22. Jerry, what else do you have statistically?
They did a good job on calling the game. So for the Bobcats, they only have 4 turnovers. They had 12 rebounds, 6 assists, and 4 steals. And Riker Scott led in all 3 categories for Aberdeen. He had 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 steals.
Okay.
So that's interesting.
Yeah.
The Aberdeen Bobcats shot 13 for 28 from the field for 46%. From the foul line, they were 3 for 5 for 60%. The Highclimbers had 9 turnovers. They had 10 rebounds compared to 12 for Aberdeen. They had 7 assists compared to 6 for Aberdeen. They had 1 steal. The leading rebounder for the Highclimbers was Mason Guard with 6. Mason Guard also had 2 assists. Myers had 2 assists, and Phipps had 2 assists. The Highclimbers only had 1 steal. They shot 8 for 19 from the field for 42%. They were hot though from the three-point land. They were 3 for 4 from three-point land. They were 5 for 15 inside the arc. So
okay, well, great.
Thank you, Daryl.
Yeah. Thanks, Daryl.
Yeah, Hunter. We appreciate Hunter.
Hunter had to run off, get some to drink. He's must be a long line of concessions. I don't know.
Yeah.
Halftime. 2:10 to go here in the halftime period. A 30-22 is our score. The Bobcats. Now I have. It's only a 12-point lead. They led by more than 12, didn't they?
Well, at one time, the Bobcats had they led at the end of the first quarter, 22-12.
Right, but I have a 12-point
I think they might have had a 12-point lead at one time.
Well, I know they have at least 12. I think they might have been 14, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
They've led from the start so far.
And the Highclimbers in the second quarter outscored the Bobcats 10-8.
Yeah, I see that. Well, we got an 8-point lead right here. We're going to head to the third quarter in just a moment. We'll take another quick timeout and be right back. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. Citizens for Shelton Schools is sponsoring tonight's broadcast of Highclimbers basketball on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. Athletics are just a small example of what your levy dollars help support. Keep paying it forward. Vote for kids on February 10th.
This time of year, we get some of our coldest temperatures, and unfortunately, that also means some of our highest electric bills. Beauty 3 is here to help with bill assistance programs and tips on saving energy. The colder it is outside, the harder your system works to warm your home. Keep the warm air inside by sealing air leaks with caulking or weather stripping and covering windows with heavy curtains. Get more energy-saving ideas at pud3.org/tips.
We're waiting for the start of the third quarter. Aberdeen 30, Shelton 22. The Bobcats will start out the third quarter with the ball. They have Guzada, Garcia, Rhea, Scott, and Matthews. The Highclimbers will counter with Phipps, Parsons, Guard, Bennett Henry, and Jeremy Myers. And Hunter, you missed all the exciting halftime stuff. Waiting in line for your water. Sorry, I should have been more prepared.
Sorry about that. I went down there and they ran out of my favorite drink.
Oh, well, you know. What happens? Guzada with the ball here. He's going to find a lane, jump into the paint with a nice step, miss the shot, rebound, Matthews up and in. It's Gabe's 4th point of the night. It's a 10-point Aberdeen lead. Here's Parsons, back to Myers. Myers guarded by Rhea. Gets across midcourt. Swing it over to Parsons. Looking down low for Mason Guard, and there's going to be a foul on the pass-off. I believe it's going to go on Matthews. I'll check, see what they post on the board if they do. 12. It is on Matthews. That's 3 on him.
Yeah. He's the only one that's in foul trouble for either team.
Down the ball. The ball goes down to Guard again, and another foul.
Looks like they're going to call 3 in the key for that foul.
No,
there.
it's a foul. A 3 in the key on that.
Oh.
When they do the 3 in the key, it's going to be something like this in a hand signal.
All right.
And that foul went on Matthews, his 4th. And Gabe will have to sit down as Luke Martin will check in. Here's the inbounds again to guard. Out it goes to the top, and a 3 on the way by Phipps. Nope. Rebound, Cusada. He'll speed up. He's got a 3-on-3. He'll swing it over to Scott. Scott challenges Parsons, and they'll get Sam with the foul. So
We
that was
haven't called 3 in the key very much this season.
once or twice. But you're right. Not a big thing here.
No.
Riker Scott at the free throw line. He has 2 points. His first trip to the free throw line. Ooh, in and out on the first one. So to comment on that high arc on his shot.
A lot of power going up.
Almost looked like a little granny shot, but not quite. Wish it came out of his hands like that. There's the second one off the back of the iron. Guard will chase down that rebound. And it off to Jeremy Myers. Here come the Highclimbers. Trailing by 10. So over to Parsons, back to Myers. Myers dribbles over near side to the three-point arc, directing some traffic. Finds Phipps. Phipps from the 3 elbow, hits it. It's his second 3 in the ball game. Gives him 6 points.
Great way to kickstart this half for Shelton here.
32-25 is our score. Here's Martin with the ball. Drawing the big man out of the middle. Go right around guard up the glass a little too hard. And the rebound goes to Bennett Henry. Bennett's going to bring it up. Nope. Okay, leave it there for Myers. Wise idea. Get to your ball handler. Jeremy with the dribble, handed off to Parsons. Up top it goes to Bennett Henry. Henry will get the ball in the corner to Phipps. Guarded by Garcia. Now Phipps drives to the baseline, slave it in the middle, and is picked off. It's taken away by the Bobcats. Here comes Garcia. Got the numbers. Gets a screen, drives to the foul line, hesitates, spins, and now he'll kick it out to Scott. Scott will drive down the lane with a little scoop shot, goes in. Riker Scott, 4 points. It's 34-25. Myers in trouble in backcourt. Gets it to Parsons. Parsons lobs it across. It's deflected, and it's poked free, and here goes Garcia with the ball. Has a 2-on-2, handled it, goes to the bucket, lays it up and in, and the foul.
Number one's gotten a little bit of his steam back after the halftime break there for sure. He slowed down towards the end of the second quarter, and now it seems like he's gotten that energy back.
Personal foul went on Sam Parsons. I have 2 on Sam. No, and actually it's Jeremy Myers. Pardon me. Paul's a little slow tonight on that scoreboard. I know he's doing about 5 things all at once. So Garcia at the free throw line for a 3-point play. He converts. Gives him 13 points, and it's 37-25. 5.5 minutes to go, third quarter. Here's Jeremy Myers. Over to Mason Guard. To Garcia for 3. That's off the mark. It's going to be Carter's Garcia. And here is Cusada. Cusada, pull-up jumper off the mark. Rebound pulled down by Mason Guard. They'll hand it off to Jeremy Myers. Jeremy lobs it up to Bennett Henry. And gets the ball back. 19 on that shot clock. Myers trying to dribble around. Gets a screen. Over the corner to Garcia. It's blocked by the other Garcia. Saved in bounds to Rhea. Rhea. Up it goes to Scott. Scott to the foul line. Into the paint. Spins, and there's going to be a double dribble.
Yeah, I noticed he picked it up a little bit too hard there and just slammed it back down on the instinct.
Only the 5th turnover for the Bobcats in this game.
They've had a really good control of the ball. Number one has just had a string on it the whole night.
Here's Carter Garcia for 3. He hits it. We got a couple of Garcias out there. Garcia, Isaac Garcia for the Bobcats. Dribbles in. Scott at the top for 3. Rattled around and out. Rebound goes to Luke Martin, and he stepped on the inline. Trevor Gott also in the ball game for the Highclimbers. So it's guard, Bennett Henry, Myers, Gott, and Carter Garcia. There's Jeremy Myers, lobs it to Henry. Bennett looking for Garcia. And he'll find Gott down to the baseline. Kick it out to the three on the way by Bennett Henry.
Goes in.
It is 3, all right. It's pretty close to that line. That's first points for Bennett.
I like what he did. He used his pivot foot very well in that.
Cusada trying to go down to the lane. He missed the shot, but drew the foul on the Highclimbers. 2 shots coming for Jacob. Jacob spelled with an H, believe it or not.
That's the first time I've seen that before.
First free throw goes in. Gives him 10 points. Let's get another one. 3:42 to go, third quarter. It's 38-31. Got them both.
Yep, 3 for 5 from the foul line for Isaac Garcia.
That was Cusada, Jerry. Here's Jeremy Myers. Finds Gott. Gott tried to get a pass down to guard. It's deflected a couple times. Went off the hands of Martin out of bounds. It'll be Highclimber ball. Left of the backboard on the baseline. Gott will trigger the play. Gets Garcia to go in the far corner. Lob it up to Bennett Henry. Back over to Carter Garcia. Down to Mason Guard. Quick pass. And then say a foul on the floor. It's the third team foul on the Bobcats. I think it'll go on Martin. Well, I've got one on Luke Martin. Baseline inbounds again. Got to inbounds it to Garcia. Over to Myers. 3:20 to go here, third quarter. Myers on the dribble. Finds Carter Garcia in the far corner and gets it up top. Around it goes to Bennett Henry. He'll hand it off to Trevor Gott.
They really need to find an open shot here.
Gott drives, puts it up, partially blocked, recovered by Cusada. Cusada on the run. And he slows down in midcourt, gets a screen by Martin. Had it poked out of his hands, and it goes, a kick out to Scott. Scott will reset with 18 on the shot clock. There's Howard with the ball and hand it off to Cusada. Cusada drives side of the paint, take 2 big steps, run over guard, and that's a charge. Cusada picked up his first personal foul. It's a 14 foul.
Good job on Mason there taking the charge for the team. That'll definitely give him some help coming in his next play. I have a feeling that they're probably just going to focus on drive in and go for an easy 2 points. But if Carter or Trevor ends up on the outside, they'll probably go up for a 3.
I'm going to say that when you run into Mason Guard and he falls down, that's a flop for Mason.
All-state football player.
Yeah, it's like running into brick wall. I mean, that's kind of hard to do, to get him to fall down. But maybe a little bit of acting. Maybe he should go join the drama club or something. I don't know. He got the charge. 39-31 is the score. 2:42 to go here, third quarter. And Gott has the ball mid-court. Up the sidelines to the three-point arc. Leave it back there for Myers. He'll find Bennett Henry looking low for guard. Now hand it off to Garcia. Carter drives baseline, had it poked away, turned around, throw it to guard. Guard to the side of the paint. Out it goes to Carter Garcia. Gets a screen and he'll pull up. Missed the shot. Gott had the rebound, lost it. Saved in bounds, but right off of Gott. Nope, they're going to say it went off of Martin. Martin must have been on the ground when he threw the ball.
Yeah, just last second, barely hit his foot there, and that was the difference maker.
Baseline inbounds for the Highclimbers. Right of the backboard. Gott will trigger the play. Get it into, he overthrew it. Cusada and the guard fight for it. Goes off of guard, and it'll be Bobcat ball.
Yeah, 12 turnover for the Highclimbers compared to 5 for the Bobcats.
Here comes Isaac Garcia with the ball for the Bobcats. Team up 8, 39-31. Pushing off on Gott. Going to get by Gott. And a reach-around foul by Trevor Gott. Third team foul on the Highclimbers. 14 foul, pardon me, one behind.
His first.
Yeah. Baseline inbounds. Here's Cusada. Now to Garcia. Isaac with the ball between the circles. High post feed taken away by Trevor Gott. He'll underhand it to Jeremy Myers, and here come the Highclimbers.
Yeah, Climbers really read that pass a little too easily. I'm sure that Aberdeen will make a change for the next top of the key pass they've got there.
Here's Bennett Henry. Going to hand it off to Carter Garcia. He'll take a 2. Miss it. Rebound. It's Scott in a crowd, I believe. Over it goes to Howard. Now to Cusada. Trying to get by Garcia. Going to stretch it out and launch a 3 and hit it. Wow. This is his first 3. He has 14 points. It's an 11-point Bobcat lead. 1:10 to go here, third quarter.
Now, the lead may seem a little bit daunting here, but they can close this in just a few short buckets.
Here's Jeremy Myers, had it stripped and taken away, and here comes Cusada for the Bobcats. Loses the handle, out of control. Ball's on the floor, and Howard comes up and finds Garcia. Garcia to the side of the paint. Pull-ups right there and missed the shot. Rebound tracked down by Jeremy Myers. And Coach Krieger wants a timeout for the Highclimbers. 45 seconds remain in the third quarter. 42-31 is their score. Tonight's game is a smallest sample of what school levies support. Keep paying it forward by voting for kids. Vote yes on February 10th, so activities like this can continue. Paid for by the Citizens for Shelton Schools. I also have to point out that the band is here tonight, and that's another one of those activities supported by the levy.
Yes. What a nice crowd tonight, too.
Yeah, I was going to mention that earlier, but it slipped my mind.
Yeah, a lot of school spirit out here. The Climbers always show a lot of love for the team, and even Aberdeen's side, usually away games are a lot harder for other schools, but
they travel well. And that was the third timeout for the Highclimbers.
42-31 is our score. 45 seconds remain here in the third quarter. The Highclimbers will have the ball in their back court. Coming out of the timeout with Parsons, Phipps, Myers, Bennett Henry, and Mason Guard. Rhea, Howard, Garcia, Cusada, and I believe, I can't see who the fifth guy is for Aberdeen. It's Martin, I believe. No, it's 32. Here's Myers. Stolen away by Garcia. He's going to go alone to the basket. Lay it off the glass and in. It's 15 points, 5 in the third. And the lead is 44-31 as Garcia comes away with another steal and draws a foul.
Yeah, Garcia is just too quick for the Climbers right now. They need to put someone with more speed on him. I think if they put Trevor Gott into the game, that could be a difference maker, because when he was in the game, Garcia could not score as easily or at will. And that's what he's doing right now, and it's taking a toll on the scoreboard here.
Isaac Garcia at the free throw line. He is 1 for 3. Make it 2 for 4. Here comes Fletcher Henry. Here comes Sharky French. Bennett Henry and Jeremy Myers will get a rest. 25.5 seconds remain here, third quarter. Aberdeen 45, Shelton 31. Bobcats Isaac Garcia with another free throw. Got it. To the 15-point Bobcat lead, largest of the night. Here's to Sharky French. Up the sidelines, taken away by Howard. Howard over to Cusada outside. Another possession for the Bobcats. They have 15 seconds to work. Here is Isaac Garcia. Dribble over the near side, bounce it right into the hands of Cusada. One-handed over to Rhea, way outside for 3. Back of the rim, rebound goes to Fletcher Henry. Sharky French will throw it up the court, and we're through 3 quarters. Aberdeen 46, Shelton 31. We'll be right back. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Citizens for Shelton Schools is sponsoring tonight's broadcast of Highclimbers basketball on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. Athletics are just a small example of what your levy dollars help support. Keep paying it forward. Vote for kids on February 10th. We are taking our best shot to end hunger in our community. This basketball season, Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, and Hood Canal Communications are partnering to raise funds to help families keep their pantries stocked. For every free throw and three-pointer made during this game, Mason Web TV and Hood Canal Communications will donate funds to an area food bank. Those funds will then be leveraged into bulk purchases at wholesale prices for more nutritious, high-demand items. So join us as we shoot to end hunger by donating to one of the following food banks.
And we head to the fourth quarter of play. 46-31. Sorry, Jerry, go ahead.
Aberdeen outscored Shelton by 7 points there in the third quarter.
Yeah, they've really widened that lead from just
7
they
did.
points.
The Highclimbers were able to get it down to about 7 points at one time in the second quarter, but that's lead is a little more substantial now.
Should be Aberdeen ball coming out of timeout. At least that's what the arrow says. But the Climbers are going to get the ball start the fourth quarter. Unless somebody's a little quick on the trigger. Here is Sharky French over to Fletcher Henry. Hand it off to Sam Parsons. Sam will drive and hand it to the top. And that's Mason Guard. And now to Braden Phipps. Phipps drives the foul line, finds Parsons. He'll drive the foul line, step back, lay it down to the baseline, and that's Guard. Guard double teams, haul it out. 3 on the way by Phipps. Off the back of the iron. Rebound goes to Scott.
Slight clank there. As long as they can get the I'm noticing some of the Shelton shooters they're shooting with too much force. They're not thinking about the basket. They're thinking about the guy that's pressuring them. They need to focus on that going in. They need to not care.
And that was Gladson losing the handle there, and Sharky French comes over with the ball for the Highclimbers. Down it goes to Fletcher Henry, double team, steps by the double team, off the glass and in.
Nice pass by Sharky French.
Yeah, both the Bennett brothers here have been making a difference in that paint. They've been using the same pivot, step-in move, and it's been working.
Sorry, I'm trying to update my stat sheet here. Cross-court pass goes to Rhea, to Scott, around to Howard. Howard drives baseline, stops, draws a double team, swings it out to Rhea. Rhea for 3 on the outside. That's off. Rebound goes to Phipps. And then a foul called on Aberdeen. Did it go on Scott? It did. That's his second. Riker Scott. Isaac Garcia steps back onto the court for the Bobcats. And Gladson will sit down with a few minutes there in the fourth quarter. Here's Sharky French with the ball for the Highclimbers. Hand it off to Phipps. Up to Fletcher Henry. Back to Phipps. Phipps over to Guard. Looking for Parsons. He'll jump it into the middle, and that's Fletcher Henry with a little hook shot. That goes in. 6 points for Fletcher, and it's 46-35. Here's Isaac Garcia with the ball for the Bobcats. Over to Rhea. Back to Garcia. Near side to Howard. Back to Garcia. Around to Rhea. Up top to Garcia now. Back to Rhea. Highclimbers in this 2-3 zone. Keeping them at the perimeter. 9 on the shot clock. Here goes Rhea. Rhea. I didn't see that foul at all. I'm going to say it was on Rhea, I believe.
I'm not sure what he would have called, either a carry there or a travel. I can't be sure.
It was an offensive foul of some sort. It's Highclimber ball. And Coach Krieger wants to talk things over. 5:39 to go in the ball game. 46 for Aberdeen, 35 for Shelton. We'll be right back. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Neighbors help each other. It's how community works, and it's how we do business at Hood Canal Communications. We know you count on us for value-priced internet, TV, and phone service, backed by friendly local support. Your hard-earned dollars stay right here as we invest in our community, our people, and smart technology. Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected while being a good neighbor.
When it comes to real estate, experience matters. For over 40 years, the Conklin team at Windermere has been helping Mason County buy and sell homes with care, dedication, and local expertise. We are Jeff, Andy, Shelby, Chrissy, and Laura, your neighbors, climber sponsors, and friends. Thinking about selling or curious what your home is worth, or maybe you're ready to find the perfect spot to call your own. Simply scan the QR code and drop us a line. We'd love the chance to connect and help make your next chapter a great one.
5:39 to go here in the ball game. 46-35 is our score. Aberdeen with the lead. Shelton with the ball. Here's Sharky French trying to get by Rhea. Oh boy, Rhea's got quick hands. And they're going to get Sharky with the travel. Wow.
Yeah, 16th turnover for the Highclimbers compared to 8 for Aberdeen.
Yeah, the turnover game here has just not been what it should be. It should be a very different story.
Here's Garcia to Ray up top, around to Cusada, side of the paint to Scott. Scott double teamed, the jump pass out, taken away by Fletcher Henry. Fletcher in traffic, he'll hand it off to Sharky French. Sharky wisely turns around, trying to find some space by Rhea. Rhea reaches. Boy, that's hard to say. Rhea reaches.
And that'll be his second.
I have 3.
So you have 3 on him?
Yeah, I have 3.
Let's
they
see
have
what
1. They have 1. It's not right. He's got at least 2.
Yeah, he does have at least 2.
Here's Sharky French with the ball on the inbounds from Sam Parsons. A couple of speedsters on with the ball. Here's Fletcher Henry now. Hand it off to Sam Parsons. This will move out there, trying to find some space down. It goes to Fletcher. Surprised him with the pass taken away by Garcia. Here's Isaac on the run the other way. Gonna go coast to coast. Missed the shot. Rebound. Oh, there should be a whistle. No whistle on that. As nothing but ball out of bounds.
Surprised they didn't call
something. Some loose ball foul on that. I don't know.
I don't know. 3 guys pulling 1 guy down. Just it doesn't seem very balanced, but
I don't think anybody saw it. Here's Sharky French with the ball for the Highclimbers. Trying to keep away from Rhea. Now here's Phipps with it in the near corner to guard.
Guard really needs to get into that paint.
Finds Parsons under the bucket, lay it off the glass, in the foul.
They've closed the gap here from a 15-point deficit starting this, going into just only being down 9 now. This is a very close game here. This is a very winnable situation for the Climbers.
Nice pass by Mason Guard.
Yeah, good pass work for him.
4th team foul on Aberdeen. Parsons completes the 3-point play and gives him 12 points. And boy, the Bobcats are running well. Here's Cusada with the jumper in the paint, missed it. Rebound goes to Martin. Out it goes to Scott. Scott over to Cusada. No shot, timeout called by the coach.
Bad timing.
Bad timing. 4:11 to go in the ball game.
Oh, I didn't mean to call that timeout.
Aberdeen 46, Shelton 38. It's a full timeout. Let's step aside. It's Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Citizens for Shelton Schools is sponsoring tonight's broadcast of Highclimbers basketball on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. Athletics are just a small example of what your levy dollars help support. Keep paying it forward. Vote for kids on February 10th.
I'm Rich Squire. I coach Shelton High School Fast Pitch here in Shelton. Our levy helps fund the after-school programs and activities that keep kids engaged, confident, and part of a team. When you see that pride on their faces, you know it matters. Supporting our school, supporting our kids.
Election Day is February 10th, 2026, paid for by the Citizens for Shelton Schools.
Well, interesting game so far. Aberdeen has led the whole way and led by as many as 15 points, but here's Shelton just kind of hanging around. It'll be Aberdeen ball coming out of the timeout. The Highclimbers defensively have Parsons, Sharky, Phipps, guard, and Fletcher Henry. For the Bobcats, Cusada, Scott, Rhea, Garcia, and Martin. Inbounds will go to Scott. Over to Garcia, back to Scott. Over to Garcia, back to Scott. Now to Quezada, back to Scott. Around the perimeter are the Bobcats working. 12 on the shot clock. Here is Garcia. Quezada near corner. Side of the paint, turnaround by Martin, short rebound. Parsons had it, lost it to Rhea, to Scott. Scott with a nice up fake, turnaround hook. No, rebound poked out of bounds. It'll be Climber ball. Darren Marshall having a lot of noise coming out of his mouth over here on the bench for the Highclimbers.
Yeah, he's been the vocal coach here tonight.
Yeah. And gonna a little moisture on the floor for a little stoppage of play. 3:38 to go in the ball game. Aberdeen 46, Shelton 38. Climber ball in the back court. Nice hand to the staff over there of Aberdeen taking care of the court here.
Yeah, last night they had to cancel a professional basketball game between the Bulls and the Heat because
Really?
of water on the floor.
Really?
Moisture.
Sharky French will get it to Mason Guard in back court. Up to Parsons. Parsons. Ooh, almost did a double dribble. Realized he didn't have his dribbles. Here's Sharky French. Stops side of the paint, puts one up. The round and out. Rebound tapped out and controlled by Aberdeen's Quezada.
That was a good position floater. It was just, if he had brought it a little bit more center, it would have been a different story.
Quezada with the ball back to Garcia. Climbers in that 2-3 zone. Quezada between the circles finds Garcia. Garcia lost the handle. Fletcher
away.
Henry comes up with it, up to Sharky. Sharky bounces it off the foot of somebody, and Fletcher Henry comes up with it, and he'll try to reset it. Hand it off to Sharky French with 19 on the shot clock. 2:47 to go in the ball game. Here's Sharky trying to get it to somebody. Finds Fletcher Henry. Hand it off to Phipps. Phipps thought about a three for a moment. Cross court it goes to Parsons. Parsons will take a three with Quezada in his face. Missed the shot. Mason Guard with the rebound. Out it goes to Phipps. Phipps for three. That's short. In and out. Rebound Fletcher Henry. He lost the handle. Garcia comes up with it. He's going to speed the other way to the hoop and lay it off the glass and in.
What does number one have? He should have about 16 points.
He has 19.
Who made
19.
that one?
Oh.
Number one, Jerry.
Thank you.
There is Sharky French weaving his way. Turns around. Draws a double team out. It goes to Phipps at the top. Braden trying to get Garcia off him. Finds Sharky. Lob it down to Guard. Guard double team, muscling guys around, but he's going to get called for the walk. 1:56 remains in the ball game. And Gabe Matthews will return. Remember, he's got the 4 fouls. 10-point lead for Aberdeen. They have the ball. Isaac Garcia.
My guess is they brought Matthews back in because he does have that many fouls, so they don't mind fouling out, extending the game or slowing the game down for them.
Here's Garcia with the ball. He's going to drive in and leave it down there to Matthews. Missed it. Rejected partially by Parsons, and Guard comes up with that rebound. Here's Sharky French. And a reach in by Quezada. That's only his second, but the 5th team foul will send the Climbers to the free throw line, which is good if you can hit them. 1:28 to go in the ball game. 10-point lead by Aberdeen. Shelton Sharky French at the free throw line for a couple of free throws. And Sharky has not scored yet today. And he still has not scored yet today. Did I give him the broadcaster's jinx? Probably in a different way.
He's going to make this one, though.
Okay, Jerry says he's going to make it.
I have a feeling he'll make this one, too. He just needs to get his shot right. He hasn't put up a lot in terms of shots, so he's probably not warmed up yet.
You're both wrong. Rebound goes to Rhea up there with Garcia. Garcia's going up and laying it up and in. Boy, oh boy, Isaac has got some jets.
For him tonight. He has been showing off his ability
is so
to
fast,
drive.
too. Takes the ball to the hoop so well.
And he's got a string on it. He cannot lose that ball. Yeah, I don't even think he has a turnover yet, and if he does, he doesn't have a lot of them.
Sharky French trying to get by Rhea. Hands it right to Parsons. Parsons to Fletcher Henry. Fletcher draws a double team out beyond the three-point arc. Loves a baseball pass over to Sharkey. Now to Mason Guard, draws a triple team off the glass, and in goes Mason.
Nice assist from Frenchie.
Sharkey.
Yeah, Sharkey French.
Frenchie, that's a new one.
Yeah, we're going, yeah.
See if he likes that one better than Sharkey. I doubt it.
He probably does.
I don't know. I doubt it.
I doubt it, yeah.
Since he picked the name Sharkey. Here is Garcia with 33 seconds trying to get fouled.
Trying to run out the clock.
Yeah, he's just trying to draw a foul. Highclimbers have a bunch to give here. And that will go on Sam Parsons, his second.
Yeah, I think a huge difference here is the Climbers just have not gotten into a lot of foul trouble yet. But Aberdeen they have at least 3 players that have 3 fouls. And they're trying to force.
Full timeout call by Aberdeen. 30 seconds remain in the ball game. We'll take it. We'll be right back. Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Citizens for Shelton Schools is sponsoring tonight's broadcast of Highclimbers basketball on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. Athletics are just a small example of what your levy dollars help support. Keep paying it forward. Vote for kids on February 10th.
There's so many great things about life in Mason County, and Hood Canal Communications is proud to be one more. Headquartered in Union, we offer the speed and reliability your family needs, backed by hometown service and support. Whether you need to just check email or power all those Wi-Fi devices around your home, HCC has the right package for you. Stop by one of our friendly offices, call, or visit hcc.net to learn more. Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected.
.30 seconds remains in this ball game. 30.8. Okay. Let me get technical on you. Aberdeen has the ball, sideline inbounds, gets it into Cusada. Cusada fouled immediately by Braden Phipps. His second team foul. 28.6 seconds remain now. So again, the sideline inbounds by Scott. Gets it into Garcia. Garcia waits for the foul. Can pick a 3 or 4 on that one. Let's see who they pick. They'll get it on Fletcher Henry. It's his first. Third team foul. Oh, here it comes. Cesar Zepeda Soto. He's going to replace Braden Phipps. Defense for offense, I believe. Again, the inbounds, and Rhea waits for Fletcher Henry to foul him. Fourth team foul, and we're down to 24.5, or 25.4. I'm being dyslexic today. That's what it is. 25.4. Here's the inbounds again, and this time.
Pretty hard foul there.
Gabe Matthews is fouled.
I think that's a third on Mason. Yep.
I only have 1, but okay, we'll go with that one. Go with the 3. That's send Gabe Matthews to the free throw. And we'll go, well, the board says it. Got to be right. Matthews took the first free throw. He has 5 points tonight. And Phipps back in. And Zepeda Soto will sit down. So offense for defense this time. 24.4 seconds remain. It's 11-point Bobcat lead. Aberdeen's Gabe Matthews gets the second one. Makes it a 12-point Bobcat lead. Here's Sharkey French in backcourt. Quickly to Mason Guard, over to Phipps, taken away by Garcia. Down to Matthews. Matthews will just wisely turn around and run the clock out here. At least try. Here's Cusada. And the Highclimbers are just going to let him run it out. There's no point now. So the final is going to be 52-40. Aberdeen goes to 2-0 in EVCO play, 6-3 on the season. Highclimbers drop to 0-2 in the league and 5-7 on the season. We will take a quick timeout. We'll be back. Final score, Aberdeen 52, Shelton 40.
Vape companies have a history of targeting teens. Now that they've been caught red-handed marketing to minors in Washington state and forced to pay millions in a major lawsuit, when it comes to your health, choose what matters. Choose you. Brought to you by Mason County Public Health and Mason County Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition.
If you're enjoying this broadcast, please give us a like on your favorite social media. Use the handle @MasonWebTV to find us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Blue Sky Social. Subscribe and follow Mason Web TV so you never miss anything. Also, thank our sponsors who are helping make this broadcast possible. They include Mason County Public Utility District Number 1, Washington State's first public utility district, proudly serving the Hood Canal in Mason County since 1935.
What is gig speed internet? We could bore you with the technical details, or we could tell you that it's marathoning movies on your favorite streaming service with no interruptions, or having the grandkids over and not hearing a single complaint about your Wi-Fi. In other words, it's just what you needed. Switch to gig speed internet from Hood Canal Communications today and get $25 off your first 4 months. Visit hcc.net or call 360-898-2481.
At the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, we see champions everywhere we look. In every sport, on every court, we're building a foundation to ensure all athletes are safe, supported, and strengthened. At the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, ending abuse is not just our job. It's our promise.
Citizens for Shelton Schools is sponsoring tonight's broadcast of Highclimbers basketball on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. Athletics are just a small example of what your levy dollars help support. Keep paying it forward. Vote for kids on February 10th.
Well, it's a final here in the mini job. The Aberdeen Bobcats come in, take care of business, and beat the Shelton Highclimbers 52-40. They did it behind the 21 points from Isaac Garcia. Wait a minute, I got that wrong, don't I? That's going to be 14 points for Jacob Quizada, 6 for Zanto Rea, 6 for Gabe Matthews, 4 for Riker Scott, a basket for Justin Howard, and 2 free throws for Luke Martin. For the Highclimbers, they were led by Sam Parsons, 12 points, 8 for Mason Guard, 6 for Fletcher Henry, 6 for Braden Phipps, 3 for Carter Garcia, 3 for Bennett Henry, and a basket for Jeremy Myers. Hunter, your first broadcast was the way you think.
I think it was good. I think there's some things I can improve on for sure, but I enjoyed doing it. I liked it a lot, and getting to see the game from up this high was a nice change.
Yeah, it was a nice change. And Jerry's still working on his stuff. We'll take another quick timeout, and we'll come back with some final statistics from Jerry Apple and Darrell White. Again, the final, Aberdeen 52, Shelton 40 on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
When the time comes for the assistance of real estate professionals, look to the team that has been consistently helping people buy and sell real estate for over 40 years in Mason County. Jeff, Andy, Chrissy, Shelby, and Laura from the Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate take great pride in our area and are proud sponsors of our community. If you are interested to know what your property might be worth or want to find just the right spot, scan that QR code and drop us a line. We'd be honored to help.
Nicotine in vapes can increase feelings of anxiety and depression. Though quitting isn't always easy, it's a great way to care for your mental health. When you're ready to take control of your well-being, choose the Tomorrow Health app. It's free for Washington teens and proven to work. Brought to you by Mason County Public Health and Mason County Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition.
Neighbors help each other. It's how community works, and it's how we do business at Hood Canal Communications. We know you count on us for value-priced internet, TV, and phone service, backed by friendly local support. Your hard-earned dollars stay right here as we invest in our community, our people, and smart technology. Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected while being a good neighbor.
This time of year, we get some of our coldest temperatures, and unfortunately, that also means some of our highest electric bills. Beauty 3 is here to help with bill assistance programs and tips on saving energy. The colder it is outside, the harder your system works to warm your home. Keep the warm air inside by sealing air leaks with caulking or weather stripping and covering windows with heavy curtains. Get more energy-saving ideas at pud3.org/tips.
Citizens for Shelton Schools is sponsoring tonight's broadcast of Highclimbers basketball on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. Athletics are just a small example of what your levy dollars help support. Keep paying it forward. Vote for kids on February 10th.
Well, it's a final here in the Mini Dome. Aberdeen 52, Shelton 40. Jerry's still adding things up. You got it there, Jerry?
Yeah, I got it.
All right, let's go.
All right, here we go. Thank you, Daryl, for the statistics. For the Highclimbers, they had 20 turnovers. The Bobcats had half of that, 10. That's critical right there. Foul shooting, the Highclimbers were 4 for 9 from the foul line. Aberdeen was 10 for 14. Aberdeen was 10 for 14 from the foul line, which is pretty good shooting. Shelton made 14 out of 37 from the field. 14 out of 37, that equals 38%. 38%. The Bobcats were 20 for 48 from the field. That equals 42%. Rebounds. The leading rebounder for the Highclimbers was Mason Guard, and he had 7 rebounds. The Highclimbers had 19 rebounds altogether. Aberdeen had 24. So Aberdeen out-rebounded Shelton. Assist-wise, Shelton had 11 assists. Aberdeen had 7. Shelton had only 4 steals. Aberdeen had 11. Garcia for Aberdeen had 8 of those 11 steals. Scott had 6 of those 7 assists, and I believe that Scott also had 3 of those 11 steals.
Okay.
But so anyway, the statistics are fairly close, except you look at the turnovers. 20 to 10. Highclimbers having 20 turnovers. Plus, Aberdeen outshot Shelton 42% compared to 38%. Foul line, Aberdeen went to the foul line a few more times. 10 for 14 compared to only 4 for 9 for Shelton. So, all right.
Okay, that just changes everything. I wrote down the wrong number. Just trying to add things up for our food bank.
Yeah, a couple of Daryl's statistics I made a mistake on, but I'm going to let you go ahead and go for it now.
Well, so they had 10, so that's 10. Oh, that's right. 22 right there. $22 there, and 22. So it's $44 for this ball game.
Oh, good.
For the food bank. Running total, I don't have that in front of me, but it's getting up there. All right, Hunter, your thoughts?
I think that the game would have been a lot different based on the field goal percentage if Shelton had just shot more shots more consistently, and if they had just focused more on defense instead of letting them get 20 made shots and letting them have 48 shots in total compared to their, what was it again, 30?
Jerry's got that statistics for the shooting.
What was the statistic?
Shooting for Shelton.
The shooting for Shelton was 38%.
38%. Okay.
I do want to repeat something.
All right.
For Aberdeen, Scott had 6 rebounds. He had 2 assists. Garcia had 8 steals, had 2 assists. And number 23, was a leading rebounder, or second leading rebounder behind Scott, who had 6, and that was number 23.
Quezada.
Yeah.
How many did he have?
He had 5.
5, okay.
Thank you, Daryl.
All right, thank you, Daryl. Well, next up for the Highclimbers, they play at Capitol tomorrow night. We'll have that game for you here on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. The Bobcats host WF West on Tuesday. So keep that in mind if you're in the Harbor area. You're going to head to watch WF West. Our next broadcast, as mentioned, is tomorrow night when the Shelton girls and boys play at Capitol. Lady Climbers start the doubleheader at 5 o'clock. The boys are scheduled to tip off at 7.
I want to give Hunter a big hand.
Yeah.
You did an outstanding job tonight, coming in and
throwing you to the wolves is what I did.
you gave us a lot of good
stuff.
Good stuff.
Good stuff.
Thank you, guys. I really appreciate that. While it might not be my exact first time commentating, it's my first time for Mason Web TV. I've had my practice just a little bit over the football season, but I'm very grateful to be here and be commentating with you guys and have this opportunity. And I think I did an all right job, but some improvement, some calls.
We're grateful to have you.
Everybody could do a better job, including this guy right here. Anyways, I guess that'll do it for us here in the Mini Dome tonight. My thanks, as always, to Jerry Apple and Daryl White, and, of course, Hunter for his help with tonight's broadcast. Final score again, Aberdeen 52, Shelton 40. We'll talk to you tomorrow from Olympia. You've been watching High School Sports on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. Okay, hit the right button now.
The preceding presentation on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, has been brought to you by Hood Canal Communications, committed to providing quality services that exceed customer expectations in voice, video, data, and customer service, keeping our community connected since 1934. Mason County Public Health and Human Services Prevention Education Partners Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition. Mason PUD 3, connecting our community with safe, reliable, economical, and sustainable services 24/7. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate. When it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge. Mason County Public Utility District Number 1, Washington State's first public utility district, proudly serving the Hood Canal in Mason County since 1935. The Port of Shelton, promoting possibilities and providing economic benefit to our community. And Mason Health, united community, empowered people, exceptional health.
Thanks for watching Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.